Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to today's news update here on Buzzing Pattaya and to what's been going on in the city right now. And I've got to say, it's not the best of times to be doing the news, to be totally truthful with you. There's a lot of things that have happened. I know you're all going to be aware about the Soy 6 incident, which I'll talk about in a minute. There's also another altercation which has happened on the Runway, which is down on the second road. And unfortunately, another guy has decided to give his mate a shove out of a bar door and he's ended up in front of a car and he's seriously hurt himself and a few other things. However, there are a lot of nice things coming up. There's a lot of good events coming up, which I'm going to share with you in a bit. But for today I just want to go through with what's happened here in Soi 6. And before I go into it, can I just say, guys, I had quite a few people send me messages, which is quite bizarre here, saying, oh, you've not mentioned the Soi 6 in last week's news. Why is it? Is that because you're covering up with your mates down the Soi 6 and all the rest of it? It was a crazy accusation. I mean, honestly, where they get these ideas from, I really don't know. However, let me just clear this up. Guys, I went home, so the video is pre-recorded, and the incident happened after I pre-recorded the video, so I couldn't do anything about it. Hence why today I'm going to talk about it. So, you may or may not be aware, I can't believe it if you're not aware, but anyway, you may not be aware, there was a big fight down in Soi 6 recently, and it's got all the national news, there's the videos that have gone viral, etc. I'm not going to share the videos, just you can have a look around yourself, guys, and find them. We're not going to publicise it. And what happened was, there was a couple of customers, it looks like three, on the video it looks like three, but I think one of the third party was actually trying to calm the incident down. But anyway, there was a dispute. There was a dispute over a bin, and the dispute got into a heated argument, and then led to a physical assault from the customer onto a Thai guard. And then unfortunately, it then cascaded into a bit of a free-for-all where quite a few Thai security guards were involved in attacking the two tourists. And, it's not a good thing. There's no doubt about that. It's not a good thing. It's certainly not a good thing to publicise for Thailand, to encourage you guys to come over here. However, what I do want to say is this. I've been here 11 years, guys. I've been coming here 14 years. I've been down Soi 6 hundreds of times. And I've never, ever had an issue. Not one. Never, ever had an issue. Not even close. Not even anything to indicate that my safety was at risk or anything like that. So I can just say now, guys, ignore what people are saying in terms of, oh, you can't go down, it's dangerous, blah, blah. Go down there, you're fine. The issue was quite simple. And what happened was the two gentlemen that were in the situation were drunk, and they were presented with a bill, and they argued over the bill. One of them, it appears, I don't know, I'm only going by what I've seen and what I've been told, but one of them apparently got quite aggressive about it, was refusing to pay the bill, which I think was 2,000 baht, was refusing to pay it, and ultimately, in the heat of the discussion and the argument, assaulted a Thai member of staff, the security guard, and punched him in the face. I think he broke his nose, whatever. And, unfortunately, this then went out into the street, and a lot more security guards became involved, and it wasn't good to watch. At the end of the day, when you're in security, I've made it quite clear, I've done my bit. Your whole objective is to calm situations down, not to make them any worse. And by calming situations down, 9 times out of 10, listening does far more than actually taking action. And if you start to agree with people, yeah, I get you right, I know, yeah, okay, come back tomorrow, we can discuss it when you're sober, etc., etc. However, that kind of training seems to be missing here. And what happened was the altercation then became violent. And I've said this 1,000 times, and I'm going to stand by what I say. If you attack a Thai person, be it a Thai person that's in a bar, in a street, in a nightclub, wherever you are, it's not going to end well. I don't care how big and strong you are and how tough you think you are. It is not going to end well, as it didn't for these two guys. Now, there are rumours flying around, and I want to clear these rumours up, that one of the people involved in this has died. From what I've been told and what I can see and information has been given to me, that's actually false. It hasn't. There's no indication that any of the two guys have passed away. One guy's actually been to the police and filed a complaint and a police report. So if you are thinking that one of them died, apparently right now at the time of making this video, there is no indication that that's actually true. The one thing I will say was when you watch the video, there's a particularly bad situation at the end where the Thai member of staff that's got his nose broken, the guy was on the floor, he was completely defenseless, wasn't posing any threat whatsoever, and he ran up and kicked him in the side of the head. It could have been a fatal kick. Was it necessary? Absolutely not. And, these are the sort of situations that, unfortunately, like I've said many times, they do cascade out of proportion very quickly. And my advice has always been, and I've had this myself, there are times when mistakes are made with the bills, okay? There are times when some are genuine mistakes, some may be not so genuine, but whatever the situation is, it happens. All I can say to you guys is please, 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 pay the bill. It doesn't matter. Ignore the fact that you're being done over. Just pay the bill. Say thank you very much, walk out, and just never return. And they've lost your customer. If he's got a 2,000 baht bill there today, maybe tomorrow would have been 3,000, 5,000, 2,000. You don't know what that guy would have spent if things had all gone, to plan and everything was okay. The point being is he's argued over a bill, potentially put himself in a life-threatening situation, as you may or may not have seen with the videos and the photos. And, over 2,000 baht. We're talking like, what's that, 50 quid, 60 quid? Is it really worth it? Is it really? And I know some of you guys say, no, it's the principle. I totally get you. I'm a man of principles myself. But if that situation is going to cascade out of control and it could potentially put you in a very, very seriously physical danger zone, then just pay it. Thank you very much and walk away. But what I want to say with this, guys, is the police are investigating it. It's made national news, so it's not going to be brushed under the carpet that quickly. There's a lot of things they're going to have to do first and investigate. I believe, and just want to clarify here, this is nothing to do with Nightwish. I've got a few people saying, oh, has Brian's group, has Brian's security been behaving badly? It's nothing to do with the Nightwish group. It's nothing to do with Brian Flowers. So, please get that clear. This is a totally independent bar and it's got nothing to do with Nightwish. However, what I will say is, don't worry about Soi 6. Don't be put off. Don't think, oh, God, I'm not going down there. It's terrible. There's possible violence, etc. Like I said, I've been down there many, many times. I've had some fantastic evenings down there, some afternoons. It really is a great place. So please don't let that put you off. But the moral of the story is quite simple. If you've got a situation where you've got a bill that you don't agree with and you're drunk, just pay it, walk away, and just live to tell the tale. Go back the next day maybe and talk it calmly through, whatever. But just don't start getting physical. The guys have attacked the guys have attacked the security guard first, which was a massive mistake, and unfortunately, that then cascaded out of control. And luckily for the two guys, they've lived to tell the tale because it was quite unpleasant. It was very unpleasant. So, all right, so that's that one. I just want to get that one out of the way. But again, this right now. It's not happening. It's just not good. So in the where are we? In the Pattaya News, it says here South Korean tourist loses 3 teeth. Getting kicked in the face by a Pattaya exotic animal exhibitor. Now, this is down at the Runway. The Runway's down on Second Road. It's actually quite nice area, actually, to wander around. It says here, the incident took place at the Runway market on Pattaya Second Road. The victim, Mr. Munsuk Park, a 38-year-old South Korean national, along with his older brother and girlfriend, travelled to Pattaya police station around 2 a.m. in the morning to file an assault report against the Thai owner of an exotic animal show. And what he was doing was, the guy was out there, he was taking photos of the animals, and the owner wasn't happy about it, told him to stop it, and what happened was the tourist, allegedly, it says here, however, the owner of the animal show became upset that the tourist was taking pictures and demanded to stop. An argument ensued, and Mr. Park allegedly tossed the owner a 100 baht banknote, Miss May said. Now, one thing you've got to be extremely careful of, and I've talked to you about this before, and I've been victim of this myself, is you cannot disrespect the royal family, okay? You cannot do that. And by just tossing the money on the floor, bearing in mind that it carries the face of the king, that is disrespectful, and it's not something you want to be doing. I had an incident in Bangkok once. I took some money out of an ATM machine. As I took my wallet out to put the new money in and to sort it out into order, 20 baht fell on the floor. I trod on it because it was a windy day. I didn't want to go blowing down the road. The Thai policeman nearby went absolutely mental at me, screaming in my face, blowing his whistle. And find me 1,000 baht. And all he kept saying was, you stand on my king, you stand my king, you stand on my king. And I get it, I'm sorry, okay, no problem. So this is what's happened here. And it goes on, says here, meanwhile, the owner of the animal show, whose name was not revealed by the police, claimed he was angered by the tourist throwing money at him. He perceived it as disrespectful, especially because the money inside contains a portrait of His Royal Majesty, the King, which caused him to kick the tourist in a fit of anger. He did not think about the consequences at that moment, but he now feels remorse and would willingly face the legal repercussions of the criminal justice system. But again, this is another situation where it's cascaded out of control, and for what? Just for stupidity. Don't throw the money down. Don't be disrespectful. I saw an incident years and years ago. I was in one of the go-go's of the LK Metro. Again, another argument over a bill. And the customer got up, angered, really angry, got the money in his hand, screwed up in the ball and threw it at the cashier. Oh my Lord, that was not a good ending. That was not a good ending. Whether you agree with it, like it, disagree with it, accept it, whatever you feel about the situation like this, you do stuff like that, guys, and honestly, it's going to end in a world of turmoil, a world of turmoil. So my moral of the story and the one before is, guys, remain calm, pay what's due, even if you disagree with it, and just walk away. And if someone says to you, like the guy here, don't take pictures, and you want to take the photos, okay, maybe first just ask, but secondly, don't throw the money around. It's got the king on it, guys. You just don't do that. You've got to be respectful. So unfortunately, he's now going to go off to South Pattaya Road, I reckon, and get some dentures because he's lost 3 teeth, which is not nice. And again, what's happened this week, guys? What's going on? Come on. We've had such a good week, and yet, there's so much doom and gloom. It says here, Pattaya, drunken Scotsman hit by a car after a bar brawl has gone wrong. This was in Soi Buakhao. It says here, leaving a bar in a heavily intoxicated state, the 60-year-old found himself struck by a car and suffering a serious head injury. Matcha Serum witnessed the harrowing event and shared her account with authorities. According to Matcha, the trouble began when the foreign man began being exited a beer bar with a friend. In an astonishing twist, it was the friend's push that sent the Scotsman stumbling directly into the path of an oncoming car, leading to his injuries. As the car struck him, the friend quickly fled the scene, leaving the victim to fend for himself. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Man down, yeah, I'm off. So anyway, that's unfortunate. But like I say, especially in Soi Buakhao, guys, be very careful. The bars don't have any pathways. Literally, you're stepping into the road. So again, be very, very careful. We had a guy just come in yesterday, and a couple of days ago now, and he just arrived, bless him, was in the car, didn't really sort of give it much thought, opened his car door to get out, and a motorbike smacked in the side, cost him 12,000 baht, and then literally only just been here 5 minutes. So, just keep your wits about you guys. It was a bit of a shame, but, it is what happens. But hopefully he'll make a full recovery. I don't know the situation with him. But again, just keep your wits about you, especially in Soi Buakhao. Soi Buakhao is a busy, busy soy. There's a lot of traffic there, the buses and motorbikes, etc. And, if you don't, keep yourself aware of your surroundings, you may find yourself getting clipped. So always walk towards the oncoming traffic, face the oncoming traffic. Right, so... now, here's a positive from a negative. Well, there's a negative from a positive. Over-tourism, it says here in the Tiger News, over-tourism may put Koh Larn's future in jeopardy. Apparently, it says here, Pattaya City Council member issued a warning about the urgent need for tourist number controls and construction regulations in Koh Larn, an island now teetering on the brink due to its popularity. So Koh Larn is the island right nearest. You go down to Bali Hai Pier and on Beach Road there, get the ferry or get the speedboat, jump over there to Koh Larn. When you do get to Koh Larn, there goes, go to Samay Beach or Ao Nang Beach. They're much nicer. Don't go to Tien Beach. And go over there and enjoy yourself. It's lovely. It says here, Fasakon Yusumbon, representing Pattaya District 1, voices concerns at the council meeting yesterday. He highlighted the island's daily influx of over 10,000 tourists. This is low season. We've got nobody here. It's empty. 10,000 tourists with numbers soaring to over 20,000 during peak seasons. This surge has triggered a construction boom of resorts, hotels and pool villas, alarming residents that the unchecked environmental toll. So what they're saying is basically because there's so much going on, they're starting to build new stuff. They're building hotels and trying to encourage more people to come over to Koh Larn. Koh Larn's a nice island. It's just literally around the corner. So they're having a look at that and say, look, it might be affecting the environmental toll on the island, etc., etc. So let's see. But like I say, guys, if you do go there, go to Samay Beach, Ao Nang Beach, go over there, guys, and you'll have a nice time. You really will have a nice time. Right, where are we? Now, talking about getting to Koh Larn, the Pattaya councillor decrees on ongoing parking issues at Bali Hai Pier. So, in a hard-hitting report to the City Council on May the 29th, Councillor Subrat Chompanuk decreed. I don't know how to say that word anyway. The persistent parking issues at Bali Hai Pier in South Pattaya. Subrat highlighted the ongoing harassment of tourists by individuals who block access to the city's parking facilities, diverting them to private lots that charge exorbitant fees of 300 baht. So there is an automated car parking system there. There's the actual, it's like a big steel shed, and the cars go in, and it's a robot thing. It picks it up and slides it on, parks it, all the rest of it, which is quite cool. But again, if you're going to go to the beach, just get a taxi. Unless obviously you're travelling around. If you're travelling, like say maybe coast from Rayon or Bangkok, wherever you're coming into the island, then coming into the city, then obviously you've got to drive. But if you're local, just get a taxi, use a Bolt taxi, whatever. But yeah, so they're going to look at that, and they're not happy about it. Apparently, these guys are, you can't park there, go down that way. By the way, $300, please, thanks very much. You got to admire their business thoughts. You know, let's try and make some more money. I know it's at your expense, but anyway, $300, not the end of the world, but it's the principle. Now, we are talking about encouraging people to come out here, and it says here, Thailand's new visa rules from June the 1st break fresh ground. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on here. I'm going to give you the information I've got here, but what I am going to do is go and see Mark at One Stop Visa, and he's down at the bottom, Soy 6. So I'm going to speak to Mark, get a video out very soon, and just clarify exactly what can and can't be done on these new visas. It says here, nationals from 93 countries, including Brits, EU citizens, Americans, Australians, will now receive a no-charge 60-day visa-exempt stamp on entering, as opposed to the 30-day one that they were used to. Government spokesman Chai Watchorong did not go into detail, but they presumably can then re-enter Thailand by air, land, border runs, or sea to receive a further 2-month visa-free. The new rules will apply also to Indians and Chinese, as well as dozens of other countries, including Morocco and Albania. So there we are. They're going to do a 60-day now instead of 30-day, which is great. Let's see what's going to come. Like I say, I will speak to Mark about this. I will get you some more up-to-date, more on the point information on that one. But fingers crossed, well, not fingers, it's happening. But yeah, well, it's a step in the right direction. So let's see where that goes. But good news, guys. Remember I talked to you about Bolt and Grab. So Bolt and Grab. I always say to you, if you're going to use a Bolt taxi, don't stand near the orange tabards. It causes friction between the two, because obviously they're undercutting the orange tabard. So, you know, stay away from that. It says here, parking ban for Bolt and Grab drivers sparks controversy in Pattaya. Now, what's happened here is there's a local businessman owning an area has banned Grab and Bolt from parking there. It says here, where are we? It says a social media uproar ensued after a Facebook page posted a photo of a sign warning that no cars or motorcycles using Bolt or Grab apps are allowed to park here. Violators will be prosecuted. The image was posted on May the 27th, sparked a heated debate among netizens. What's a netizen? I know a citizen. What's a netizen? Help me out, guys. What's a netizen? With some supporting the restriction, others criticising the prohibition of parking in the area. Then the basic, what it goes on to say, the owner of this building, he's got sick and tired and keep parking out the front, meaning his own customers couldn't park. So now he's put these signs up, and it's all going tits up. It's all gone kicking off. So yeah, I don't know where that's going to end up. Not sure whether that's legal. I guess it's his own land. I suppose he can do what he wants, really. One thing that is nice to see, it says here in the Pattaya News, Pattaya collaborates with Chonburi Homeless Shelter to provide assistance to homeless people. Now, what they're doing is they're trying to clean up the city's image. They're trying to make sure that people come in, they don't see the poverty and people that are homeless, etc. It says Pattaya City officials collaborate with the Chonburi Homeless Protection Centre, social welfare officers, officers and relevant agencies to conduct a field visit to identify and assist homeless individuals within the city on Thursday, May the 30th, just gone. The visit focused on areas including Jomtien Beach, Jomtien Second Road in front of the Rompo Market, Khao Pratanat, which is up on the east side of Pattaya, and nearby areas. The initiative aims to enhance Pattaya's tourism image and address the issues of homelessness. It's out there, guys. You know, unfortunately, I mean, it was literally the other day I was stood outside the front door, and I saw this lovely old lady. You know, she's rummaging through the bins, pulling out like water bottles to crunch her up to go and sell them on to get like 20 baht for a day so you can go and get some food. So I popped her a few hundred baht. I said, here you go, sweetheart. You know, it's just awful, but it's here. It's part and package of what goes on here. You just got to suck it in and just go, well, there we are. So fingers crossed they're going to help them. And, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to try and do something. I might revisit this and go and do something for the homeless. So when I walk around the city in the mornings, I'm doing my walk, my fatty fee. I often walk past people that are stranded. I give them some money every day. You know, it's nice to give out a little bit and just, you know, make a difference for their day for them. So, yeah, fingers crossed they're going to help that. Let's see what goes on. I don't know. I might do something. I'll give that some thought. Well, maybe we'll do something to help these people. Right. Pattaya City invests 3.1 billion baht into putting the power lines under the ground. Good news. It's like, you know, sometimes you walk around here in the city and the skyline's just scattered with all these wires and everything. But it says here that they are going to be looking at this. The project involves the installation of underground power lines, the relocation of high voltage overhead lines, the reorganisation of power cables, and the installation of communication infrastructure along 9 key routes spanning a total distance of 20 kilometres within the city. That's some long words there, isn't there? Reorganisation, installation, communication, infrastructure. Why can't you say we're going to move the cables? That'd be much easier for my report. It says the project is being implemented in these 3 phases on 9 main routes across Pattaya, including North Pattaya Road, Central Pattaya Road, Sukhumvit Road, Beach Road, Second Road, Third Road, Soi Buakhao, and the Pattaya South Road section. So basically, most of the city. But that's good. They're going to do that. Let's see what they come with that one. Where are we? Right, last one. That's it for today. I'm not going to do any events today. Well, I've got a couple, but we're pushing over time now. It says the Ministry of Interior calls for immediate action to eradicate e-cigarettes, guys. E-cigarettes, be aware. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's not my cup of tea myself personally, but anyway, they are looking at doing stuff with it. It says the Ministry of Interior has indicated it's an urgent policy to eradicate the e-cigarettes following consistent daily reports of e-cigarette busts from administrative officials. And it goes on and talks about stuff. It says that their main concern is the youngsters are being addicted to it. But it is illegal. If you vape here and you get seen, it is illegal. So, just be aware, guys, they're focusing on it right now. So if you are one of those people that enjoy a vape, just be prepared that that's under the radar right now. Right, quick few of events. The Pattaya Marathon, massive Pattaya Marathon 2024 to arrive in the city in July. So that's going to happen on July the 20th to July the 21st. It's really early in the morning. It's 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Normally finished by about 8 a.m. so people can go up and do their work. It's a good thing. It's a good event, and it's well worth having a watch. If you're into running, go join it. Go sign up, guys. But that is going to happen. That's happening on July the 20th and July the 21st. Don't worry, you won't be seeing me there. I couldn't run a bath, let alone run a marathon. We've also got the Pattaya to host the Colours of the East, Colours of EEC 2024 Music and Food Fair in June. Pattaya City is set to host the Colours of the East, Colours of EEC 2024 Music and Fair, 6th to the 9th of June, Central Pattaya, right outside the beach there, and the festival, the Hilton, all right out there, that area there. And they're good. They're really, really good. So go down there, guys, and check that one out. That's going to be happening, I just said the dates, I lost me there, 6th to the 9th of June. So get down and go and see it, guys. It's good. You'll enjoy that. It's a good part to go down and just have a wander around. 12th and the 13th of June. Guess where I'm going to say to go? Yes, I'm going to tell you, go back to Soi 6. They've got their annual party. It says, time Soi 6 to get ready to celebrate its annual weekend street event once again. This year, the event will be held on June the 12th and June the 13th throughout the opening hours of Soi, which can differ slightly from bar. It's normally between 4 o'clock in the afternoon and 2 a.m. in the morning. It's good. It's good fun. They have a good laugh. There's loads of balloons and pies and food and all that kind of stuff. So go down there, guys, and check that one out. And lastly, coming up on the 8th of June here, we have the Pattaya Community Pride 2024. It says that Pattaya City to celebrate Pride Month with a massive parade at Jomtien Beach. I might get myself down there if I can, and go and see what's going on and bring that to the channel. But yes, it's a really colourful carnival, and it's great fun. So go and have a look at that. And don't forget, later on today, come to the Buzzing Lounge here in Soy Cau, 3 o'clock for our Monday meetup. And again, if you missed the Monday one, don't worry, we have got one again on Friday. So come and join us either Monday or Friday at 3 p.m. And we're going to head off and go and take you to other places that you might find that you've never been to, and you think, oh, actually, I quite like it. I'll come back. All right, so there we are, guys. That's it today. That's it. Quite a doom and gloom, but I think important, very important. Like I say, please, don't ruin your holiday. Just, I know it's wrong. I know you don't like it because you think you're being mugged off. But if you've got a bill that you think is incorrect and you're not getting anywhere, just say, do you know what? Here, there's the money. I won't come back. It's fine, no problem. You've got hundreds of bars to choose from, so you're not going to have an issue there. But just, stay away from the trouble. I don't agree with what the Thai did, what the security did, but I'm going to say that they did hit the Thai man first, which they shouldn't have done. But anyway, nevertheless, it doesn't condone what they did afterwards. It was not a good event, and certainly not good for the tourism industry. So there we are. Right, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's news. Bit of a weird one, so I feel like I'm waffling on a little bit. But anyway, maybe I'll waffle anyway. So, but yeah, that's today's news. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Remember, guys, please remember hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring it over. Jump in our Instagram. It's going with strength. It's brilliant now. I love it. Have a look at there. It's all about Nightlife. Loads of videos. Lots of videos of Soi 6 down there as well. Have a look on Instagram, and please follow us on Instagram. Likewise on TikTok, it's about day-to-day stuff, so have a look at that one. Jump in Discord, over 18,000 members in there now, so have a look at that. It's totally free of charge. A wealth of information. You can ask all the stuff you want to know about here in the city. Ask questions. It's at hotels, restaurants, you name it. It's in there, so have a look at that, guys. Totally free of charge. If you'd like to support the channel, please join us here on YouTube and become a member. Your membership, once you become a member, please then send me an email to show that you're a member. And then what I'll do is Bo will then kindly send you off the information as to how to get into our members-only Discord group. All right, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.